Hello and welcome. This is the Christmas room, but it's got a lot of work to do before it gets to being a Christmas room. And at the moment, I have another fan on because the pool room gets kind of warm. So I have another, it's a vintage old fan, I think by Electro Home. And oh my golly, I mean, it's not safe in terms of the cage around it and all. That's the way they were made back then. Metal blades spinning at high speed. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, all right, I think I'm cooled off. I think. So here I am, sitting at the computer where I will put this in on my phone. Oh, that didn't go well. There, that's Gary Lowe. He was a great man. Oh, he's gone. And yeah, he's gone. He ended up with some horrible throat situation. And um, decided that instead of suffering to the end, that he would help things along or have them help things along. Anyway, he was an art teacher at Earl Hague Secondary School, as well as a couple other schools. But yeah, that's why I keep him on my phone. I miss him every day. That picture was not long before we found out he was not well. It was actually taken next to him in the picture was a former student named Cameron Hood, who is doing incredible things in animation in Hollywood and other such places. Anyway, very sad. So I keep him with me always. All right, so what am I doing now? Well, every time, well, not every time I do a video, but I do go to my computer because I gotta get them off and get them on the computer so I can upload them. So I put in the date. Today, well, I just started a new thing, so I started um, a new directory. And then I tell it to copy. And it's funny, some people don't realize this, but if you want things to copy faster, don't put things, don't have it where you are looking at the pictures in the directory. Don't do it. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close. There's a directory here that would have, sorry, the one from the phone going in and the one where it's going to go in. I close them both. So all that's there is a little thing that's telling me what's going on in terms of how long it's going to take. And that's just dandy. So I let it sit here. Now, oftentimes, if I have a moment, I will go and I will look. Because I have an awful lot of videos that I have made um, that are not out there yet at all, not even listed. So, if I'm copying, and I'm also kind of cooling down from being in the pool room, I will go to the content and to those things that are a draft visibility. In other words, they don't even exist that anybody could even have a look. And then I go down, 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 and I look for. I've got a bunch of time lapse things, and I will put them But right now I'm looking. Okay, I'm pretty much out of that. Okay, I'm looking for videos that are longer than the time lapse, and I like to put them up in the order that they happened, or there are a lot of time lapse things here. I'll have to get to them. So I just look at the time, and I look for something that's, longer than 40 seconds. Oh, there's some. There we are. So I don't remember exactly when I shot these. I also look at the numbers, because oftentimes I will shoot some things at the same time, and the numbers will tell me which was first. And sometimes they're in order, and sometimes they're not. Like, for example, I have things here starting at 9026, but then it goes to 9019, 9022, 9018, and I keep going up and looking for the lowest number of that series. And indeed, it is 9018. And what am I doing in it? I have no clue. So, first, I click on Reuse Details. I go to the last thing I did, and I reuse, and I quickly change the number of the episode. Then everything else is pretty much up in the air. And then I click on the video to full screen, and I play. And I look and see, what am I doing? There was a great big box there that instead of some kind of Sony monitor, which I figured it was, energy difference, but there was a monitor in there. So anyway, oh dear. I can't really hear this very well. I'm going to try to put this on and see what it is that's going on. And I'm looking at the first bit of it. I'm still not sure what's going on. I thought I was exploring a printer. But it's not happening. It does seem I'm exploring some sort of disk. And I had to remove Bradley's Basic. So I'm going to skip ahead. And see. Okay. So it seems. All right. So basically, I'm looking through disks. Exploring a box of vintage 5 1/4 inch discs. Disk It's 64, C64. Anyway, sometimes it goes well. Sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, there's a thing I've already got here. Remember, if you're doing a disk thing, and what was I saying? If you're looking through disks and things don't want to read, remember, open 15 comma 8 comma 15 comma quote I 0 quote colon close 15. A beautiful thing. Yep. And now I pick a thumbnail, and I've started to do more thumbnail things that use this cool logo I found off of something. And sometimes I have some words on it, just so it catches people's eye better. And it's not got any horrible things. There's no profanity and other such things. I have to submit a rating. I do. Which I did. And then I decide, when does it go live? I think this is March the 28th that it should go live. But I forget. So I will schedule it. And then I will close. I will not do any more sharing because there's no point in sharing stuff when it's so far in advance. I will go off the visibility draft, which will show me the thing, and I will see that no, actually this should have been March the 27th. So I will update that. And good. So I do try to sit here now and again through the day and just make another thing lined up to go live one at a time, because I can't sit here all day and do this. I just can't. But what I might do right now is go back down, down to the bottom of the list. I haven't been doing a lot of time-lapse stuff recently. Am I here? No, I'm not there yet. But I would set up both phones. And away we go. Okay, there's a time-lapse thing. And really, the order of these really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to do the bottom one, the one farthest down. I will reuse the details. I will change the what am I thinking? The episode number. I will hit play, and then I'll kind of look and see if I can. What the heck am I doing? Oh. Okay, it's got to be. Yep. Almost look like a card dealer here. I'm testing VIC 20 cartridges. VIC 20 game cartridges. that I shall sell. Okay. Always fun to watch the high speed action. And I will go look for a suitable cover thing. Yeah, sure. Now it gets more. Oh, I see what I have to do. I have the playlist. I've got an extra playlist in here that it doesn't need to be there. There's no Sid Chip music in this one. Okay, so next. And then, there is an extra step involved in this, in that I will set this to music, but it's not going to be Sid Chip music. It will not. What happened here? Oh. So, I go along, I schedule. I think I'll stick this one, what the heck, on March the 27th, and maybe for 6:30 p.m. And then I'll set it as a premiere. But it's more complicated because now, when I leave here, I will find this, and then I have to go to Editor and go to Audio, and put this on. It's taking its time and bringing up audio options. And, what is this? Something called statement. Oh, okay. Anyway, I just generally slide down a bit. It's funny, it was showing the waveform. And now people are calling. So, yeah, I think I'll do this one. So I tell it to add it. Done. And then I press play. And then I should be able to see what it did. But it's not doing anything. I thought, oh, okay, add. Always exciting. All right, now I don't know if you can hear that. But it's happy, it's upbeat. And I will click on save, and then it stops playing because now it's going to save it. Sometimes the things that you put in, it wants you to put some little notice in the description. That one didn't want to. So now this time lapse is processing, and it will continue to be processing for a while. Let's see now. How are we doing? Okay. So the video I just did in the pool room is now 1 minute and 45 seconds away from being completely copied. It is. So I will wait, and then I will start it uploading, and then I will see what's what. But the big thing, like, it was a great thing to get that pool table cleared off, and now I really don't want to cover it up again. I really don't. So I'm thinking I really have to focus on working in other places on things. And I have other places, but once again, they need to be tidied. They do. They do. They absolutely do. Clutter is not clutter when it's where you need it. Anyway, yes. So I did actually, of those VIC-20 cartridges that I had all stacked up and doing all kinds of stuff, I have listed a bunch of them on Kijiji. They have done nothing. Sadly, I'm thinking it might be a case of going the eBay route, but I'll have to pack one up and find out how much it costs to ship from Canada Post to Canada, USA, International, and do all that. But once you get one listing done, you can copy, like you can use, like, it's complicated. It's more complicated than it needs to be. But anyway, they're all like, oh, you got to have it in the right category and the right this and right that. Really, if I go on and I just want to search for VIC-20 games, like, why can't I just search for VIC-20 games? Okay, so that file as copied. So I look in the directory, and it's there. See, sometimes things don't copy properly. But if the icon comes up, and I guess the other thing you can do is click on it and see if it'll open in the computer. I'm going to go to upload videos. I will select file. I will have to pick the right directory. Down, 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 down. I will select files. There will be one, and it is done. I'm not going to fill in any details now. I'm just going to have it upload, and because I am brave I am, I'm going to go to the phone directory. I'm going to open the directory. I'm going to click on it, even though it hasn't finished uploading, and there could be an error, but I don't believe it, because the icon came up. If the icon doesn't come up, like, you don't see a little bit of the video in the thumbnail, then there's something wrong. And I will delete it from my phone, and poof, it is gone. So I can close that. I can look and see that it is now 4% uploaded. How exciting. And, yeah. So it does take a while to, upload things and do all this sort of stuff. But, long ago I decided, like, a lot of times, you can do a video for 10 minutes and spend an hour editing it, and I'm not doing that. So that's why I just press record, and away I go. And away I go. So, anyway, that's it. That's all. Have a lovely, lovely day. We'll see you back here. At some point, this will be the Christmas room. Look, Here's Santa. He's tied around here. Santa, it's like a thing you put on to make sure you don't get your clothes dirty. Smock, no, apron thing. And it says, "Dear Santa, I can explain." Anyway, all right, that's it. That's all. We'll see you again here. My name is Dave, and I am Canadian. Bye for now.